everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a general daily reading for October the 2nd, okay? We're going to see what we got going on here for everyone. We're going to start with the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, and then we are going to do some Zodiac Oracles, see if any signs want to make themselves known, make themselves present, and then we will clarify with some Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, okay? So let's go ahead and get on into this here for my collective. If I could pick up the deck, okay? This is for October the 2nd. All right, this is for October the 2nd. Guys, I do have a deal going on right now for personals. It is a 3-question video reading, okay? It is $25.25. You get it within 2 to 3 business days. This is going to be closing on Saturday at noon. So if you're interested, get your hands on that. Let's see what we've got going on here for you. Your overall energy is the High Priestess. We've got Pisces and Taurus energy coming through here with this, as well as Virgo. So when it comes to this, like, this is a card that says trust your intuition. Some of you, things aren't as they seem. So I'm wondering what's going on here. You're starting off with the 4 of Swords. Underneath that you have the Hangman. Somebody's contemplating something. This could definitely be you. Now, it's odd too, because the High Priestess being your overall, you know, sometimes she talks about like a person who withholds secrets, a person who withholds things. It doesn't always mean that it's something deceptive being withheld. Sometimes it can just be like, this is my truth, I'm keeping this to myself, like a right to privacy kind of energy, you know? So it's not always that somebody's keeping nasty, deceptive secrets, but I do feel like there could be a person who's being more private, coming through in a little bit of a mysterious energy. Now, this could definitely be you, collective. On October 2nd, maybe you're just keeping to yourself a little more than usual. I feel like your intuitive senses are at an all-time high on this day. It seems like for a lot of you, you could have a really strong ability to read the room, and that's coming through. Like, you're getting some sort of confirmation of this on October 2nd. But, you know, when it comes to this 4 of Swords energy, something that stands out to me is in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, there's a man who's laying down. And, you know, sometimes he comes through when to represent gratitude. Sometimes he comes through when you're healing from something. Sometimes he comes through when you're contemplating, when you're finding clarity. But ultimately, it does kind of look like he's sleeping in the card, you know? And then you get the Hangman energy, which is somebody who's kind of standing still. Sometimes his hands are tied, but sometimes he's, you know, just keeping them tied himself, right? We got Pisces energy and Libra here with this. We'll be clarifying that, but I do kind of get this dreamy, this odd, mysterious, dreamy vibe. Pisces energy, Scorpio energy coming through of someone in the shadows, you know? Somebody just kind of lurking in the shadows here. Again, this could be you, but we'll find out. We'll see. You've got the sun showing up, which is like polar opposite energy of someone lurking in the shadows. Hello. You know, like the sun, everything's out in the open. You know, there's a light shining on it all. But the sun is Leo energy. You can see he's just like almost kind of starstruck, you know? And then underneath this, you have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. What is going on here, collective? What is going on? The Devil can sometimes come through for a little bit of an obsessive energy. Sometimes it's just something toxic or too much of something. The excess of anything, you know, you'll get the Devil for it every time. But, so, you know, somebody could be overdoing something here. Yeah, again, that's like polar opposite energy. Somebody doing too much and somebody doing not enough. So yeah, on opposite ends of the spectrum there. But I do feel like for some of you, there's a person here who's paying you a lot of attention all of a sudden after not paying you any attention. And it feels like it's bordering on obsession. You've got the Judgment card showing up. Judgment is, now it will come through sometimes for like reconciliation and things like that, spiritual awakening type of energy, but I doubt there's just a spiritual awakening happening only on October 2nd, you know what I mean? But somebody could be going through that, and that process could be showing itself right here in the Judgment card, of course, you know, so whatever action they're taking, it could be due to a spiritual awakening, or this could be you. But when it comes to this energy here, on the traditional Rider-Waite deck, on the Judgment card, there are a bunch of figures sitting up out of a coffin, right? So they're sitting up from their sleep, they're waking up to something. And then you've got the Tower underneath it. We've got Scorpio and Aries energy. You've got a lot of different signs out here so far, but I'm curious to see what else comes up. But the Tower can represent something abrupt, something feels unsteady there. With that, we're going to see what we get for clarification, but let's see what's coming through here for my collective for October 2nd. Are there any signs or planets or elements that want to make themselves known here in regards to this spread. What signs, elements, planets are involved or might be useful in regards to this spread here? We have Libra energy, card number 7. Number 7 could be significant to you. Maintain that balance. You know, that Libra energy is coming through. I feel like it's important to maintain that balance on October 2nd. And what I mean by that is we have this energy of being, you know, kind of a creeper, kind of in the shadows, being, you know, mysterious and whatnot. And then we have this energy of just giving it, you know, going full throttle, just all out in the open, right? So maintaining that balance. You've got earth energy showing up. Staying grounded is key here as well. Some of you earth sign could be involved. Card number 26, we've got 2 coming out here. Cancerian energy and Neptune. I'm telling you, there's this dreamy vibe here. The Hangman is ruled by Neptune as well. Card number 4 and card number 21. Yeah, I feel like emotions could get the best of someone on this day. Emotions could definitely get the best of someone on this day, and I feel like it has to do with fantasy. It has to do with the dreamy energy. Let's get 2 more out. Let's get 2 more out here. 2 more zodiac oracles out in regards to this spread. Card number 2, Taurus energy. Oh, okay. I feel like I realize what's going on here. And Jupiter. Yep, exactly. Card number 18. So with the Taurus card showing up, I do think that for a lot of you, you could be in this energy where your values have definitely shifted. Jupiter showing up, you're expanding, you're growing, you're glowing, right? Leo energy on the bottom here. Hello. You know, card number 5, the number 5 could be significant. And I think with this Neptune energy and the Cancerian card, I do feel that for a lot of you, there's a person here who's been fantasizing or who is in fantasy mode after seeing this, after noting this. I think with the Earth energy and the Libra energy showing up, whoever this was, they were trying to stay grounded, or whoever this is, I feel like they were grounded in knowing where you stood or knowing what your next move was. But it almost kind of feels like for some of you, this Cancerian energy and this Neptune energy coming through, there's a lot of this dreaminess. I feel a person is feeling less grounded, less stable. And I think that's why the Tower is here. Honestly, collective, it feels like somebody's been sleeping on you here. 4 of Swords, Hangman, hello, right? And then the Sun and the Devil come out, right? So it's almost like there's something here that they know, but they don't know enough. That's the energy I get. The Sun is showing up. It feels like they're seeing you thrive. They're seeing you grow. But the Devil is showing up here like they're not part of that, or there are certain things that they don't know about it. And so Judgment and the Tower showing up, alarms are going off. Alarms are going off. Yeah, I'm telling you what, collective. They were sleeping on you, but alarms are going off now on the 2nd of October. What's going on here in regards to this spread? Can we get some clarification from my collective in regards to this spread? And it's like I said too, I feel like your values have shifted. Things have definitely changed for you in regards to what you want, what you think is important. I think that's what's causing this person to feel so uneasy, you know? Let's see what else we've got here in regards to this spread. We've got the Star, Aquarius energy, healing, renewal, rebirth, faith, wishes being fulfilled. I feel like somebody does want healing here with you. Now, whether or not they're reaching out to you on this, like I'm not seeing any pages, I'm not seeing anything that would necessarily represent communication coming through just yet, but I do feel like a person is noticing you and their mindset is starting to shift, okay? I feel like this person is kind of waking up to the fact that you're not going to be where they left you. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to find you where they left you. The Hangman energy is showing up here again. But here in this card, in this image, you can see his crown is lit up, right? So this can talk about tuning into a higher perspective. We've got Pisces and Aquarius energy here. Maybe those signs are significant to you, or maybe those seasons, something might have happened in those seasons and it's showing up here in the reading. We've got the Death card present. Some of you, this could have been a karmic connection, but all major arcana there. Scorpio energy, and I do feel, once again, like an awakening is going on here, and I feel like that's kind of what's affecting all of this. The both of you could be going through some sort of awakening. What else is going on here for my collective in regards to this spread? The Lovers is showing up here. This can be a crossroads. And I was feeling that, you know. I kept being drawn into the Hangman there. There was something about it that just kept making me feel like I don't think this person's coming forward on this date. They could, but I feel like they might nibble on something here. Does that make sense? It's like they're not biting, but they're nibbling on something. It's the best way I can describe it. Like they're coming through in the most subtle of ways to where it can be denied. It's kind of giving me that vibe here, right? You know, like calling from an unknown number to hear your voice, or asking someone else how you are instead of asking you. You know, this could be something like going on your socials and liking something or commenting on something. You know what I mean? So it could be something like that going on here. But their eyes are definitely locked on you. You've got the Queen of Swords showing up, Libra energy. They're seeing you in a powerful, detached state. I think for some of you in the past, you could have been in a state where it was like, any little crumb you got from whoever this is, like they really had a hold on you. Whoever this was, any little crumb that you got from them, I feel like you ate it up. And I think that when it comes to this energy, you're no longer in that state. They're giving you a little bit and you're not even touching it. You're not even looking that way. And I think that that's sort of the energy that's like worrying this person, or feeling like, wow, what is my collective's, like, you know, what is their move? What is their deal? You know, so it's giving me that vibe here. Somebody who's been trying to kind of keep the door open. I feel like they were avoiding something too with you, collective. I feel like they were avoiding a conversation that needed to happen. It's almost like they could have, this person could have dipped in the middle of a conversation, or, you know, just like been stepping around it. And so they've been avoiding you since then. So there's something about that coming up as well. They were trying to put this behind them. When they do communicate here with you, I don't really feel like it's on this day. It could be, but when they do communicate with you, I feel like they're going to be trying to sweep whatever happened under the rug. That's the energy I get here. You've got the Five of Cups showing up. They're disappointed in the way that things have turned out. Some of you, they wish they could take their words back. I get that with the Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups. Whatever somebody said, it wasn't exactly what they really thought. I almost feel like they could be in a space where they're thinking, I could have worded that better. You know, I could have said this instead of saying that. And now they probably think that I meant this. You know, it's giving me that kind of vibe here. They're disappointed in the way that they communicated something to you, or in the way that they didn't. Like they wish they didn't say that. There's something about that here coming through. The letter S could be significant, for the letter T. Page of Cups is showing up here. We get a page. Pages are messengers, you know. There is conversation happening in the card. She's talking with the fish here, which is another reason for a lot of you, I don't really necessarily feel like this is on this day. I would love to see some more, like, you know, if I was going to say that there was communication here, I would love to see like some Eight of Wands energy, you know, or I don't know, a different page other than this one, because she's just kind of talking to the fish there. So it's almost like this person is kind of going back and forth with themselves about what they could say, what they would say. This person could even be typing something out and then deleting it. I would even love to see like a Two of Cups here to say that there's a conversation, but I really honestly feel like this person's intimidated and they're trying to come up with how to talk to you, what to say. What else do we have here? Four of Cups is showing up. Oh, I think for some of you, a big reason they're not coming forward is because they don't even know if there would be a response. They don't even know that you would react to it. It's kind of giving me that vibe here. And I think that's why there's this almost imaginary scenario of a conversation, which is, you know, you can see the girl on the card here talking to the fish, right? Somebody here could be a Pisces, but you don't necessarily have to. You can have Pisces or Cancer in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Something's going on in this person's world too. And that's another reason alarms are going off, collective. It's not just that you're in this energy of expansion where your values are shifting, you're realizing your worth. You know, it's not just that you're in that energy that's causing this person to spiral. You know, like on one hand, yeah, they don't know your next move. They don't know what you're doing, blah, 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 right? But at the same time, there's something going on in their world that also feels unsteady. Like a lot of things are feeling unstable. You know, a lot of things are feeling like they're not as secure as they thought they were. So I feel like Yeah, I feel like alarms are going off in multiple areas here. And collective, it seems like they want to run to you. Lean on your energy here. Queen of Cups. Because you're nurturing, you're kind, you're caring, you're compassionate. But that's something that doesn't even feel secure anymore to them. You can see the closed cup there. They're like, did collective close the cup on me? You can see the open shell. It's like I said, you all. I feel like this person was sleeping on you and now alarms are going off. This is a time where alarms are going off. This person could be really in their head. Like you can see the angels on the handles of this cup, like sort of asking, you know, God, source, spirit, universe, like open that cup back up for me. You know, really it feels more to me like they're not necessarily down on their knees, like praying to the gods, like let collective reach out to me. It really feels more to me like they're trying to throw some bait here and hoping that you bite on that. That's kind of the energy that I get here. They're watching you steadily, closely. That's the vibe that I get here. So yeah, that's what's coming through for October 2nd. I've been trying to keep the dailies as a straight line, a straight story, rather than having them be scattered and whatnot. You know, so yeah, sorry you guys. I know that a lot of you don't care to hear about love all the time. You don't care to hear about these situations, but it is what it is, and something different could definitely come through for the next round, but we'll see, right? I do have personals open. Like I said, I've got a deal going on. It is a 3-question video reading. It's $25.25. You get it within 2 to 3 business days. That will be closing on Saturday at noon, so if you're interested, get your hands on that. Details are down below, but if this is where we part, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I will see you next time. Y'all take care.